Today on Gettin Higgy with it. Hey overly cute creepy girl, what are you doing here with a horde of monsters? I'm Emily Duhigg and we're reviewing Betrayal at House on the Hill. Nothing says danger like a creepy house located on a creepy hill. All the players enter the house as happy explorers, and at some point in the game, one of them randomly turns on the rest of the group. To begin, the upper landing, basement landing, and entrance hall room tiles are placed on the table from left to right. The rest of the room tiles are then shuffled and placed aside as a draw pile. Players select their favorite character to go exploring with and place them in the entrance hall. Each character has physical traits, might and speed, along with mental traits, knowledge and sanity. Players then take turns discovering rooms. The active player decides what direction they are going in and then draws a room tile from the pile. There are upper, ground, and basement tiles, and the tile drawn has to be able to fit in the location it's being placed. The player stops discovering new rooms or placing room tiles when the placed tile tells them to select a card. The symbol on the tile indicates what type of card to select. Cards come in 3 flavors: Event, Item, and the dreaded Omen card. Event cards are read aloud and then acted on. Item cards are special tools that can be used for the greater good of the group, or if you end up as the traitor, aid you in destroying the heroes. Each time an Omen card is drawn by a player, it adds to the group's Omen count. A haunt roll is completed after every player's turn. If the haunt roll is less than the number of Omen cards in play, then the haunt begins. Once the haunt has been triggered, players find out the roles of the specific haunting scenario, such as who becomes the traitor. This is based on the Omen card that was drawn right before the haunt was triggered and the room tile that caused the Omen card to be drawn. The heroes then take the book titled Secrets of Survival and learn the specific conditions needed for them to win. The traitor takes the traitor's tome and does the same thing. The heroes and traitor usually have information that the others shouldn't know, so it's best to keep quiet about what you need to do so you don't tip off your opponent. Once both parties know what they have to do, the gameplay continues with the haunt, and the players being haunted try to meet their conditions and stay alive. The game comes with 50 haunt scenarios. You can also get an additional 25 online. We'll place the link in the description below. What do we like about this game? Betrayal kind of feels like 2 games in one, because before the haunt begins, you're mainly exploring and collecting items in a very simple dungeon crawl kind of way. Then, when the haunt actually begins, it turns into a full-fledged fight for survival. Also, since there are 50 haunt scenarios, you're almost guaranteed to have a new game every time you play, meaning it's well worth the price based on replayability alone. But having slightly new rules every game can be a bit challenging. What don't we like about this game? Well, it's pretty well known that the clips on the Explorer cards stink. You would think that with the reprint this would have been fixed. It wasn't. We ended up having to use post-it notes to mark the cards, and unfortunately this is a significant flaw since the players are always fiddling with their Explorer cards during the game. On our top 10 list of games we reviewed, we're putting Betrayal at House on the Hill at number 3. Betrayal is the most challenging for the traitor since they are usually on their own, meaning that if they overlooked some detail in their traitor tome, there's no one else to possibly catch it. That's why our board flip meter sits at hard. Although, if you have experience in games like D&D or other similar role-oriented games, Betrayal shouldn't be too difficult. And for those of you who don't, this game may be a little bit of a challenge, but a worthwhile experience. As usual, like, subscribe, favorite, the whole shebang. Thanks for watching, I'm Emily Duhigg, and until next time, get Higgy with Betrayal at House on the Hill. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't like that, he whined a little bit.